All right, I'm going to take a second and explain my newest project. This is for remote kegerator monitoring. I have some kegerators outside and at my parents' house and different places. So I built this little box here, and this is my mobile kegerator monitoring setup. What you don't see is the temperature sensors. They're already up in my little kegerator, but you'll get the gist. So I took one of these ESP8266s, which has built-in Wi-Fi. These are awesome little chips. Then I took a power supply and dissected it and broke it down to the internals. Right here is a single relay. What you can see tucked in here, this is a waterproof box too for outside, is I have the ESP mounted. The power supply is back in here, all taken apart. The relay is right here to turn on the fridge. So basically it's you can set it up a couple different ways. You could have an outlet right here, but I didn't have a lot of space to work with for this first one, so I went with a cord and plug. So I just basically, spliced the cord and the plug with the hot being switched by this relay, and this is like a slim line and flat. So the cool thing about this is, one, it's in a waterproof box and it's all self-contained. I chopped apart the power supply, like I said, to still power this guy, and it's all self-contained. It's waterproof with a foam cap, wireless. I don't know if I mentioned that yet or not. I built modular temperature and pressure sensors using just regular Cat 5 and Cat 5 punch down jacks, and I'll explain those in a minute. I have Amazon 1/4-inch flow sensor for a coffee maker. I dissected it and soldered on a Cat 5 with a male plug end on it, and you'll see why. And then here's my little expansion modules. So Cat 5 that was cut and then punched down to these two different boxes. Red is temperature modules, and it doesn't matter where it's plugged in. Blue is pressure modules, and I have it labeled because it matters for tap 1 and tap 2. So basically how it works is, I'll try and do this with one hand. Sorry for jitter and jacking it around, but basically you plug in this plug, and this box right here will sit inside your kegerator, and then you can just feed your temperature probes and your pressure probes if you have it. So they just plug right in, and then you have your pressure sensor that'll go in your tap line. And I have it integrated here as the porch. It's offline currently. I'm going to plug it in quick, and you can see how fast it'll register and turn on. Alright, so it's plugged in. So basically this is like a Johnson controller on steroids, because it'll do 2 temperatures and it'll do pressure sensing for flow sensing for taps. So I'll know how much is poured. So the kegerator went from offline to online. You can see that there's 0 glasses poured. So I'm basically gonna take this little guy right here. You can see the arrow. I'm gonna blow in it. My bad, I had it plugged in the wrong one. So it's as simple as that. It's a whole modular setup, and this is a waterproof end, and it's a waterproof junction box, so I can mount this outside, and I plan to put it outside at my parents' house or on their pool area and give it a whirl. So that's my little build of these little guys. You can fit in a single gang box with everything you need to do. It's pretty awesome.